I hate when that happens. It just cut right off. So yeah, so I felt like he was wrong for telling the whole job, and then she accused the coworker, like, and I told her what was said about her, like, oh, she's the instigator because you would have known nothing about that email. She didn't say nothing. I said at the end of the day, he's wrong for saying, for telling everybody, for everybody to see that, and I knew not, you're talking about me, but you're not directing your issues with me. And the whole job knew about it beside me. And the supervisors was wrong because they was the one emailing him on my behalf and lying on me, saying I'm a no show, no call, all of this stuff. She's switching her shifts. Y'all allowing me. Nobody's saying nothing. Y'all allowing me. And I'm nice enough to tell y'all I have childcare issues. You know how many people switch their shifts and they don't say nothing? They just switch their shifts. I have a legit reason. I have childcare issues. I don't know what y'all want me to do. Like, I can't force people to watch my kid. It's the real world. And that's why I feel like, that's why it's good to have female and males workers, because it's that balance. When you have all men at a job, they don't understand childcare issues because they're not watching their kids. Even fathers, they're not watching their kids. It's their wife or their girl or sister or mother. So they don't understand looking for somebody to watch their kid, or putting a child to bed, or doing homework with a child, cooking for a child, making sure that child eats before going to work. They have no clue what I was going through. None. So, and they were older men too, so they definitely don't know. And then one of them was Haitian, so he definitely don't know. He old school Haitian. He don't have not a clue what I'm going through. Not a clue. And it was older white men, so they old school. They ain't doing shit. They paying bills, but they not helping with the child care situation. But lack of empathy, lack of whatever. So yeah, that's that. Then when I started at Columbia Quality Protection Services, it wasn't a bad company, but there was an incident where the owner or whatever he was like, where's your tie? And I didn't like the way he was talking to me. So I was like, I don't wear a tie because right here it's all up in here, it's choking me. So my coworker, who's supposed to be a tough guy, he's like, oh, you shouldn't have talked back. I said, you act like I cursed him out or something like that. Like, he's grown like I'm grown. What you mean I shouldn't have talked back? Like, the fuck? Like, I'm like, this is a $10 an hour job. And even if he was paying me more, he don't have a right to talk to me or anybody like that. Like, no. I done been through too much for somebody to talk to me like I'm a slave. Like, that's how he literally was talking to us. Like, no, I'm not the butler. Fuck I look like. So he was just rude, and I'm like, no, at the end of the day, is the way you speak to people. I wasn't feeling that. And so I quit quality and I went to World Trade Center. World Trade Center is what made me say I'm done with security. I ended up doing security during the pandemic because we had layoffs, but World Trade Center, first of all, we couldn't even use the bathroom. We had to go to Burger King to use the bathroom because somebody had an argument with Port Authority. I don't know if you know, like the PATH train where that's at. That's like Port Authority territory, so they have their own police. So somebody got into an argument with one of our people, and then they said we can't use their bathroom. We gotta go to Burger King. So that was very crazy. I actually passed out in the Oculus because back then they didn't have no air, no ventilation in 2016. They were still building it. I had on my uniform, and my coworker was telling me like, yo, take off your sweater or whatever if you hot. Next thing I know, I passed out. The construction worker, he caught me just in time. Oh, that's another thing with Yankee Stadium. The first day I passed out. It was so hot. And my coworker had told me, she was like, my supervisor, her name was Carmen. She was an old lady. She was my guardian angel. She was like, you have to drink water. I know you don't like water, but you have to drink it on a hot day like this. You have to stay hydrated. So that particular day in World Trade Center, I went to a party the night before, and I was dehydrated. Because literally, liquor dehydrates you, in case y'all didn't know. So I'm dehydrated, and I pass out. So they telling me, oh, you going back to post? And that's when I realized, I'm like, I can't do this job no more. They was just treating us so bad at World Trade Center. Like, just everything about it was just wicked. Wicked, wicked, wicked. You know, and I left. The pay was good. It was hard. It was like, damn, the pay is good, but, and it had benefits and all that. And it just wasn't worth it. After I left, it got worse. It was just crazy. And I said, Lord, I don't know where my next gig is coming from, but you already know. So I kept calling to be nominated. Like, I did not want to do security no more. And finally, I got the call that I was nominated to be para. And I started DOE in September of 2016. And that summer, I worked at Canberra. So right when I quit in May 2016, I didn't know when my next job was coming. I just knew I couldn't do it no more at World Trade. So I was like, I can't do this. At the time, I was getting $17 an hour. Not bad when minimum wage at the time was $7.50. I was getting $17.50. So, and then plus the overtime, you already know, checks was looking nice. I had BC, what was it, 32 BJ, I had benefits, I had dental, I had medical, I had, you know, I was good. But 401k plan, yeah, they was good. They was good with the benefits, but I'm like, I can't. Like, I couldn't. And it was Allied Barton, now it's Allied Universal. So, but yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy, and God provided, you know. And then I had layoffs because 2020 they laid off all the substitute paras, and so I went back into security, retail security. So it wasn't bad when I did retail security. It was like a little things here and there, but it wasn't bad overall. It really wasn't. You know, I know if I fall on hard times, retail security, Allied Universal, they always hiring. So, but yeah, that's my little experience with asshole supervisors.